Hello and namaste guys, Pratima here from Gadget Byte. So if you are someone looking for a big theater-like experience TV on a fairly decent budget, the 75-inch variant of the Samsung AU8000 4K LED TV that I have with me today is something you might like. This particular model costs some $1,200 in the US, around 3 lakh rupees here in Nepal and 2,10,000 rupees in India. Okay, let me talk about the design first. From the back of the TV to its bezels and the stands, the AU8000 is largely plastic made. But the front of the TV has minimal bezels, which gives off a stylish look. Samsung calls this design language Air Slim, which has contributed to the largely thinner form factor compared to last year's TU8000 series. The connectivity options is pretty basic, which include 2 USB Type-A, 1 LAN, 1 AV-in, 1 antenna and 3 HDMI ports, among which one of them supports EARC as well. On the other hand, the power-in connection is positioned independently over on the left. Furthermore, there are 4 slits at the back to hold all the cables for a cleaner setup. Contrary to the AU7700 that we recently reviewed, this TV brings a rather wide rectangular stand called Flat Lift. One can easily assemble it into the TV with a simple snap. But more importantly, this is a height adjustable stand, so you can dynamically fit the TV in a room. Apart from this, there's a Samsung logo off-center to the right side of the bottom bezel. You can also find the sole control button below the logo. Using this, you can power on or off the TV, control volume levels, and make other minor adjustments. Now, in case you want to wall mount this TV, that's entirely possible as well. And based on my experience, I would advise you to wall mount it since the tall and thin form factor of this TV is not nearly as sturdy as you would want. Getting to the display, there are a total of 6 variants of the AU8000 ranging from 43 inches to 85 inches. The 75-inch variant that we have delivers good pictures, but with a few exceptions. It supports HDR10 Plus and HDR10 content on top of motion accelerator for smoother picture quality. Out of the box, the colors, contrast and vibrancy of this panel is pretty good and it can seamlessly play 4K videos at 60 FPS. Similarly, as with most Samsung TVs, it has 5 picture presets to choose from: Dynamic, Standard, Natural, Movie and the Filmmaker mode. Here, my personal favorite is the Natural mode. It brings a perfect balance of the blacks and whites of the content, offering a crisp look. Adding to the viewing experience is the Contrast Enhancer feature, which works like a charm to give that extra bit of punch the picture needs, particularly in gloomy scenes. It perfectly balances the details in light and dark areas and outputs an impeccable image quality. Also, the AU8000 auto-recognizes HDR content and displays an HDR label in the picture mode settings. And to make this large TV gaming friendly with your PlayStation or your Xbox, there's also a dedicated game mode which decreases the latency and makes the gameplay smoother. Besides all this, one of the coolest features of the Samsung AU8000 is the ambient mode. It lets your TV blend in with the room by applying different artworks instead of just sitting there like a big canvas when not in use. You can choose from different live wallpapers and artworks and select from multiple sleep time options for when you'd like the TV turned off. Over onto the software side of things, the AU8000 runs on Samsung's own Tizen OS. I have already praised its ease of use and simplicity in our review of the AU7700, and same is the case here as well. Still, I found the entire UI and UX to be slightly choppier than expected, be it scrolling through the home screen or activating any functions. This isn't essentially the fault of the Tizen OS. Instead, the aging Crystal Processor 4K powering the TV feels like the major culprit here. To compare, the AU7700 that I reviewed a few weeks back has the same processor and is therefore afflicted with the same issues. For what's supposed to be a premium TV option, Samsung most definitely should have upgraded the processor for delivering a smoother TV experience. For voice control, you only get Bixby for Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, while Samsung has also enabled Google Assistant and Alexa support in India. However, Bixby hasn't let me down as it seamlessly performs the tasks as requested. Plus, this TV can also mirror your computer or your smartphone screen easily through window sharing, Apple AirPlay 2 and Samsung DeX. Over onto the audio, the AU8000 hosts 2 bottom-firing 2CH speakers with 20 watt of total output and Dolby Digital Plus support. The speaker system of the AU8000 is apparently the same as the AU7700, and so the sound quality is punchy and loud enough to fill our medium-sized room. But at full volume, the soundstage gets narrower, where it kind of blends the instrument and human voices. The bass feels relatively flat as well, which most audiophiles might not like. Nonetheless, the acoustics are ideal for watching Netflix movies and series. Moving on, the bundled remote stays the same as before, with the compact and rectangular form factor with only the essential keys available. To conclude, I think the 75-inch variant of the Samsung AU8000 is an outstanding 4K TV if you have a big living room. Furthermore, its gaming-oriented features like auto low latency mode while gaming and motion accelerator that reduces the judder definitely helps the TV stand out in the market. The caveat here, however, is the sluggish performance. While this is pretty common for a budget TV, such issues should be non-existent on a more premium TV like this. Yet, the mainstream audience might not find this as a big deal. Still, I do hope Samsung upgrades the processor on its forthcoming upper mid-range TVs to make it even more compelling. So that was all for our review of the Samsung AU8000 75-inch 4K TV. Next up, we're coming up with more awesome tech content like this, so stay tuned to Gadget Byte by subscribing and hitting that bell icon. Till then, I'm Pratima Adhikari and I'll see you in the next video.